And we're live for the 2021 NHL Draft Lottery. The lottery doesn't start until another 30 minutes. Gotta get the Blackhawks suit going. I'm wearing my Kirby Doc the last time we were going into the lottery at 12th overall. And we moved up into the third overall. So does luck strike twice with the Chicago Blackhawks in the draft lottery tonight? Let's hope and get this thing going. It should be a fun night, as a lottery night usually is. It's an interesting night normally, so we should have about 30 minutes till the lottery. So let's have a fun night here and wait till see if the Hawks get lucky again going into the lottery. Let me see if my hey guys, how are you doing? I'm posting links to my Discord and everything so people can get to it. The lottery doesn't start for another 30 minutes, but I wanted to go early. Hey guys. No. Just trying to post my link to everyone. Okay. Hey Aaron, how are you doing? Like this. Thanks, Hawkey's. Vince. Snipes. Well, happy birthday, Aaron. Hopefully your birthday brings some luck to the Hawks for the draft lottery. Yeah, I had to throw on the good lucky Blackhawks suit jacket for this. What's my Discord? Oh, I can post a link to it. Hang on. There you go. That's the link to the Discord. We still have about 30 minutes till the lottery happens and everything, but it shouldn't be much longer here because they're going to probably do a lottery show and stuff. Should be a fun night, guys. I planned on doing the live stream for this a few weeks ago. I forgot it was going to be today for the draft lottery, and then I realized, oh crap! Yesterday, it's draft lottery day tomorrow. Let's get it going. Yeah, that was a big shocking series. I would have to admit that. I was quite honestly surprised with the Canadiens winning that series. Even though the Leafs did get injured quite a bit and they don't have a pedigree of winning at all in the playoffs. You're ready for pain. Why is that? This draft is going to be so out of sorts this year. It's not even. I quite honestly, if we win it, it's going to be more so pleasant win, but I'm going to kind of be relaxed on it because I wouldn't. I'm not. Wouldn't be angry if we don't win. Let's be honest on that one. Hey Zach, how are you doing? Hope you aren't going to get in trouble being at work, being on the live stream for a little bit. So, this is what happens in the lottery this year. It's only going to be for the top 2 draft picks of the that the lottery's for instead of the top 3 like it has been the past few years where the Hawks got lucky and moved up to the 3rd overall pick just 2 years ago. So, let's see if this happens again, but this time get into the top 2. Okay, Zach. And if the Coyotes win a lottery position, I don't know why they just didn't take them out of the lottery. The Coyotes would lead to it having to be a Wally. Let's hope, but I'm still going to be okay if we stay at 12th overall. I'm going to just say that. Yeah, I'm wearing my reverse retro Docker today because the last time we moved up in the lottery, we ended up taking Doc with the 3rd overall pick. It's not the draft, it's just the lottery. It's on NBC Sports Network and NHL Network. I can't stream it due to the fact that will lead to copyright strikes on the channel, and I don't want that. I agree, Hawkey highlights. I totally agree. The Hawks should just be automatically moved up into 11th overall because the Coyotes should not be in the draft lottery if since they don't their draft pick has been voided and it's not going to be in existence. So I agree the Hawks should technically have the 11th best odds, but the NHL decided, okay, let's put the Coyotes in it and give them an odds, even though it's going to lead to a redraw if they win the lottery. So stupid. Just take them out of the lottery at that point. Give the odds to the other teams. Okay, Hockey Snipes. I should have the cue card. I should have the photo cards that they use. That would be funny. I used them in one video. It wouldn't work this time because there's teams are in the playoffs that weren't the last time. And now there's Seattle. I agree it's lazy on the NHL, but they should have just done it anyways. If the Coyotes win a lottery pick, they're just having to redraw it. It's stupid. Just take them out of the lottery at that point. The Coyotes did it on themselves. They should be penalized to the point where they should not even be in this lottery if they even have, since they have odds, they should not be in it, in my opinion, just because they just are a team that cheated in it was Combine, I believe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Seattle winning a top. Well, it will be a top 2 pick actually if they win a draft lottery pick this year. Top 3 if they just don't win a pick. That could still happen if the Hawks won the 2nd overall pick. Arizona could have won the lottery. The Hawks still would probably get the pick, but they would just redraw the 1st overall pick at that point. But I'm not counting on it because these odds are not in our favor, but we still have a chance. Hey, Abs. Good luck to your Montreal in the 2nd round of the playoffs. Kind of hoping for the Cinderella story to contender you. Yeah, I pop in on his streams quite a bit, so it's not common. It's uncommon for me to miss a stream of his. I managed to catch them. I don't know if they want him out to per se, but I think they're going to have a lot of changes. The Leafs will. I don't think trading Marner would help the team, but he was horrendous this year in the playoffs. I agree. Hockey highlights. We got lucky with the lottery a couple of years ago to get Doc, but the odds are a little bit different this time around. We can't move up to the 3rd overall pick. The highest we can move up to this, at least we can move up to the 2nd overall pick or the 1st overall pick this time, not moving up to the 3rd overall. So it's a little bit more difficult, actually. I kind of wish they kept the 3rd overall pick in play because I thought that was a little bit cool to see. Yeah, the fans are more so mad at Marner than the team, I would say. And of course, I've already said this. If Seattle wins the 1st overall pick, it wouldn't make me mad just because they don't have any players except for the one player they've signed who probably won't make the NHL ever. I just don't want them to be gifted a team like Vegas was. That's the one issue I'm going into this expansion draft. So how has your guys' off seasons been since the Hawks off season's been kind of slow and hasn't had much to do, but it's been kind of relaxing just watching some playoff hockey and seeing St. Louis get swept by the Colorado Avalanche. That was great to see. I don't want another stacked expansion team either. I can totally agree on that, Hockey Highlights. I don't see the Hawks ever trading Jonathan Toews. I can't. But there's been a lot of talk that they might be interested in Steph Jones. I like Steph Jones. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Blackhawk uniform, but I don't want them to do something stupid and pick up Steph Jones by trading a lot of assets away. Yeah, Taze is getting older, but I don't think they're going to trade their captain. That will be very stupid of them. I don't see the Hawks going for Marner. That would be very dumb. They don't need Marner. Plus, his cap hit's horrible. But Steph Jones could work in Chicago. Granted, he might be asking for $8 million this year. Well, the Red Wings just need one more key piece to help finish their rebuild, I feel like. And if Detroit wins the lottery, congrats to them, but I still don't like Detroit, so Detroit sucks. I have to say that. And guys, don't there will be series this off season. I have not got them started yet, but I'm going to return the Forgotten Blackhawks series this off season, and I might be starting up a new series again. I don't know yet. I want to hear what you guys want me to do this off season for the channel. The lottery hasn't happened yet, Adam. It happens in another 15 minutes. So you still have time. The Hawks are still currently sitting at 12th overall. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I wouldn't mind Drieger. Drieger could be a good help for Kevin Laakkonen. That should be a good addition. But if the Hawks stay at 12th overall, I'm saying this. Either draft Colton Dach or Jesper Wallstedt if they're both sitting there. If one of those two are still sitting around 12th overall, draft them. I'm just saying if the Hawks are still if the Hawks don't move up in the draft. Just for Wallstedt being the top goalie prospect in this draft could be a big help. Granted, we just drafted Drew Commesso last draft, but Wallstedt could be an outstanding goalie prospect to have for Chicago. And or if the Hawks want to do something and make it interesting and draft Kirby Dach's brother, Colton Dach, if he's still available. That would be kind of cool to see the Dach brothers together. Hawkey Snipes, I probably won't do prediction videos because I really don't do like hot takes and stuff on my channel. I pretty much just talk about the Hawks. But I could try and figure out players that could be a certain fit for the Chicago Blackhawks this off season. Oh yeah, having two Docs could be very great chemistry. The Dach Bros together. We got Doctor and Doctor. That would be fun to have. Then I would have to get a Doc jersey for another. If we draft Colton Doc, I would have to get a Colton Doc autograph jersey, wouldn't I? Since I have an autograph Kirby Doc. But I'm not counting on it yet. I'm just throwing out players that I wouldn't mind seeing being drafted by the Blackhawks this year. If they are available at the position the Hawks are drafting. They'll technically be drafting at 11th overall, let's be honest, because the Coyotes pick does not count if the Hawks don't move up in this draft by the lottery. I'm saying that because I'm so would be happy to see us win this lottery, but I wouldn't be angry because we're still drafting pretty high up in this draft, and this draft is going to be all over the freaking place. Yeah, that would be a little weird. Yeah, I know. Lysell has Lysell. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hockey highlights, but I think I know he has good scoring touch. But if we could get a Kirby Doc brother and Colton Doc, or just for Wallstedt, who the Hawks, yeah, they do need to work on their goaltending, in my opinion, because I like Kevin Lankinen, but he did show that he does get burnt out. But if we draft like Colton Doc, that would be cool to see have the Doc brothers. But I know why you're saying that. Scoring touch is a good attribute to have going into a draft. And Colton did pretty well this season, if I'm not mistaken. I think in 26 games with the Saskatoon Blades, he put up 11 goals, where just last season he put up 11 goals. So that's not bad. He shows that he can score. Should be about 10 minutes till the draft lottery, guys. Any predictions on the pick? It wouldn't surprise me if he would ask the Devils to try and get Luke. It would not surprise me. I'm willing to bet Quinn's also asking for the Canucks to get Luke. It's just to see how it goes. But it's interesting, two players that got drafted 2 years ago, first and third overall, their brothers are now ready to be drafted this year. And could have a chance of being drafted by the same teams that drafted said players, and Jack and Kirby. Oh, my bracket was horrible too. I had the Panthers winning the cup, so yeah, I did a bad prediction there, guys. And I had the Oilers making it to the third round. Yeah, I did not do so good this year on the predictions. Granted, there were divisions I did not watch much of, especially the Canadian division. I did not watch much of those games at all this year because that division does not know how to play defense. And Yeah, that was a bad pick. I knew I could not see Nashville beating Carolina. And that's not my bias against Nashville. I just could not see them beating Carolina. Carolina is one of the best teams in hockey. Yeah, I think the Hawks could be ready in about 2 years, maybe. They showed this year the youth is ready. It was playing well. I'm really hoping they get extension signed on Brendan Hagel. But the Hawks youth is showing that they are a good young core going in the future. Hell, we were the fifth youngest team this season. And at the last game of the year, we had the youngest defense in the NHL. The draft lottery is held on NHL Network or NBC Sports Network. That's the two channels that it's on. I love Hagel. He's a good player. He has good work ethic. And, well, frankly, I want him to stay with Chicago. Kind of hope they protect him in the draft lottery. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my camera. Yeah, Connor Murphy proved to be the best defenseman on the team last year. That's for sure. Do the Islanders make the Bruins look? I could not speak for a second. Just look stupid tonight again. If you guys want to join my Discord and you haven't already, here's the link again for it. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, it is Nick. And that's my Twitter handle. Yeah, it's a shame, but I think the Canes are a team that can battle back in that series. It wouldn't surprise me. Rod Brindamore gets his team going somehow, and I think the Hurricanes still have a fight in them. It's not. The Maple Leafs proved it again. It's not over until you win the fourth game. And, well, it's not over series yet. I agree on part of that. I feel like Colleton has been good for the development process of the team, but I think when the Hawks are ready to come out of the rebuild, I think they do cut ties with Jeremy Colleton. Nedeljkovic, he has looked a little bit off in the last two games. I can agree on that. Hey, Brian. I agree. I wouldn't be mad seeing Owen Power in a Hawks jersey. Yeah, I knew who you were talking about. Everyone calls him Ned. No, I do not want Mike Babcock anywhere in Chicago. I personally think he's the most overrated head coach in NHL history. I don't like Babcock as a I just don't want to see him behind the bench of the Chicago Blackhawks ever. I even said it when he was with Detroit. He was the most overrated coach in the league. Yeah, he was a coach for Detroit forever, but we also had Coach Q, who also coached St. Louis forever, too. Yeah, I would like Gerard Gallant with the Hawks because Gallant's a good coach. But I have a feeling he's going to end up in probably New York this offseason because apparently he had a few interviews this after the season ended for the Rangers. It would not surprise me if Gallant ends up in uh, the Big Apple. I personally like Torts, but I don't know if his coaching style would work for the Hawks. Oh my god. Scotty Bowman coming out of retirement of coaching for since um 2002? Yeah, I don't think so. We are going into the lottery with a 2.7% chance of winning this thing. Can we do it? I hope. That would be fun. I would love to see the Hawks do something with the lottery again. And if we win the lottery, you know who would be mad. The rest of the NHL. Let's Who wants to make the rest of the NHL mad, guys? Let's win this lottery. Because this is the luck of the ping pong balls, so let's do it. And Owen Power wouldn't be bad in Chicago because he did play in Chicago with the Chicago Steel. How about Owen Power of the Chicago Blackhawks? That would be kind of cool, but let's just be honest. Let's try and see what happens with this draft. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. It should be lottery time. Come on, TV. Show the lottery. Come on. And if the Hawks do move up in the draft, I will have a video out tomorrow talking about the lottery because I honestly am doing this live stream. I just don't want to do a video right after the live stream, quite honestly. That's another. I have to say this. I get it. I know I have been not making as many videos as of late, but it's been a slow off season for the Hawks. So that's one of the main reasons why I haven't been producing as many videos as I would like to. And well, it's getting closer to that point in the off season where it does get busy. So we'll get this channel back and rolling pretty soon with the series I have planned, and even if the Hawks move up and draft a first overall pick. That would be fun because our last first overall pick that we drafted was number 88, Patrick Kane. Hey, Dusty. Makes sense you've managed to see Owen Power quite a bit, Brian. Got my lucky Blackhawks suit going for this thing, so let's do this again. Please, no. I do not want Arizona to win because that's so stupid that they're even in the lottery if they don't even have a draft pick. I feel like the Hawks just need one extra good young defenseman, and they're good. Otherwise, the main need, probably goaltending and probably the wing, because we do have good center depth coming up too. So we don't really need a center. We really just need wingers, which Colton Dock plays on the wing also. So Kirby Doc brother, please. Stay away from Hughes. Why is that, Dusty? I had a long day. Okay. Here we go, boys. It's lottery time. Can the Chicago Blackhawks strike twice in the draft lottery? By meaning striking twice. The last time they were in it was just 2 years ago, where they moved up from the 12th overall spot to the 3rd overall spot and took with the third overall selection of the 2019 NHL Draft, number 77, Kirby Dach. Do the Hawks get lucky this time in the draft lottery as they sit in that same position going into the lottery? Could they move up this time at least 10 spots, or even the 11 spots to get into the top 2? Because this time around, we cannot move up to the third overall selection as last draft, as this year is they went back to only the top 2 picks can be selected in the draft lottery. Can the Hawks do it this year again and cause chaos throughout the NHL and really cause hell to the rest of the league? Because teams and their fans will be very salty. Here we go, guys. It's lottery time. So I hope the Hawks get it and manage to not have to get screwed out of a pick and see the get it. But if they don't, I will be okay, because in the top 12, this draft is not going to be, it's going to be all over the place, I feel like, because the scouting has not been able to happen as they usually do in previous years. So this draft could be all over the freaking place. I don't think the Hawks will just move up 6 positions, Brian. Yeah, and the top 15 is not bad, as Dusty said. There's Bowman, Buffalo GM, who really botched a trade at the deadline. Ducks, Seattle, New Jersey. Hopefully they do not get first overall again. Yarmo and the Blue Jackets. Stevie Y and the Red Wings. Doug Wilson and the Sharks. Robitaille and the Kings. Jim Benning just looking clueless. Pierre Durian. Stan Bowman of the Chicago Blackhawks. The Flames GM and Flyers. Here we go, guys. It's lottery time, and then they finish up with Joe Neal. Yeah, well, granted, they finish up with the new GM of the Rangers. My bad. And the Seattle Kraken will be in the draft lottery tonight. So this could be interesting to see what happens. Do the Seattle Kraken get their first key player of their new franchise in the draft lottery tonight? Yeah, I had to say that Benning looking clueless as usual, because there are a lot of pictures in press conferences. Someone looks clueless. I'm sorry, Benning, but it's kind of, I've noticed stuff where he's looked clueless in his pressers and stuff. That's it. I'm just saying that. I don't think that the Jackets need to change from Kekalainen. Kekalainen's been a good GM for themselves. Ron Francis and the Seattle Kraken are on right now talking. I do not like that name that Seattle chose. I'm just saying that. It could happen. It could happen. And the draft lottery cards are walking to the podium. So, okay, if the Hawks do not move up in the lottery, who gets the first 2 picks in the draft, guys? Let me hear them. If the Hawks move up, I want to see what you guys think. Who moves up in the lottery if the Hawks do not? Just hoping it's not teams below us. That would suck. I will be rooting to say, please, not those 2 teams. Here we go, guys. It's getting close. Buffalo and Anaheim. Okay. You just want them to stay in their draft positions. I respect that. Hoping it's not Detroit. Okay. The lottery cards are to the podium for Bill Daly to unveil the draft picks here, guys. Here we go. And Bill Daly is now talking about the lottery, and here we go. They're going to, I guess, do the first few picks. With the 15th overall selection of the NHL draft, this is going to belong to the New York Rangers. They stay put. Now we hope the Dallas Stars don't move up and take up a top 2 pick. That would suck. Please no Stars. Please no. Please show a Stars card. Please. With the 14th overall selection of the NHL draft, please, the Dallas Stars remain at 14th overall. Okay, here we go, guys. With the 13th overall selection, please don't show. Please show Philly. Philly remains put. Okay. Next is the Calgary Flames. We need the Calgary Flames to remain in their position. Come on. Show Flames. Show Flames. Show the Flames card. 12th overall selection. The Calgary Flames. Here we go, guys. Now we're in it. It could be our choice or not. Here we go. Come on. Please show Ottawa. 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 And we are remaining at 11th overall. Okay. That's fine with me, guys. The Hawks remain put, and we don't move up in the draft this year, but we'll see who wins this lottery still, guys. Ottawa's now should be up, and with the 10th overall selection, Ottawa remains in their position. They did not. So what they did is take out Arizona's basically in the top 15, but technically top 16, but with putting the Hawks back into the position where they technically would be in the draft with the Coyotes picks not gone. So the 9th overall selection is the Vancouver Canucks. They stay put as well. Do the LA Kings strike gold again? Let's see here with the 8th overall selection. The LA Kings, please show the Kings card. The LA Kings stand put. There has not been any changes yet in the draft in the first picks from 15 to 8. 7th overall selection. Could it be the Sharks moving up? The Sharks remain at 7th overall. And we now are at the 6th overall selection, and this is the Detroit Red Wings. Do they move up? With the 6th overall selection, it's going to remain the Detroit Red Wings. Okay. And Yzerman looks ticked. Now, the 5th overall selection, could this be where there is a move? The Blue Jackets are should be at the 5th overall pick, and they remain at 5th overall. Okay. There has not been a single change yet. I'm good with 11th overall too. It's in the top 15, so that's not bad. 4th overall. Please show the Devils card. I do not want them to win again. Okay, the Devils remain there. The Devils remain in the 4th overall selection. Do the Seattle Kraken, in their first ever draft lottery, get a chance and move up? Or do they remain at 3rd overall? Because we're down to the final 3 teams. The Buffalo Sabres, Anaheim Ducks, and Seattle Kraken for the top 3 picks in this year's draft. If the Sabres lose and Seattle wins, the Sabres will most likely move down a pick. Or they move into the 3rd overall selection. If the Ducks win in the 1st overall pick and the Kraken win the 2nd overall pick, then we see a chance in those 2 teams getting good talents too. All the top 3 picks, you're not going. You shouldn't miss on them, but we've seen it. We've seen draft bust at those 3 picks. So who do you guys want to win the lottery now, guys? Since it's going to be down to 3 teams: the Sabres, Ducks, and Kraken. Who do you want to win the 1st overall selection? Personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Buffalo because they've dealt with so much crap this year. But I would not complain if Seattle wins. So you just want the draft to just stay how the standings are. Okay. That's understandable, Hawkthorne. And guys, if you haven't already joined the Discord, here's the link. So with the Hawks going to remain in their draft position, I'm okay with it. We aren't moving up. We aren't moving down. We didn't get hosed and have to move down in the lottery. I'm okay. It's understandable. It would have been nice to move up in the draft, but it's just an interesting pick. This year, the lottery is a lot more difficult to win, clearly, because the standings basically are in position to get the picks. So let's see who gets the 1st and 2nd overall selection. Is it the Kraken? Is it the Ducks? Is it the Sabres? Yeah, it technically we were going in with the 12th best odds. We weren't going in with the 12th overall selection, Brian. We're technically going in with the 11th overall selection in this lottery. The thing is, the Coyotes wanted to somehow manage to still have a lottery pick just in case, because the NHL decided to keep the odds for those two for the Coyotes. Okay, here we go. Third overall selection. Do we see the Kraken card? Do we see a Ducks or Sabres? Let's see. And with the third overall selection, the Anaheim Ducks. That has meant the Ducks have fallen out of the second overall selection, and the Kraken have won a draft lottery position. Now, who wins the first overall pick? Is it the Sabres? Is it the Kraken? We'll see right now. And the Buffalo Sabres get the first overall pick in this year's draft, where Seattle will be drafting second overall. Buffalo, please do not mess up on this one again. So the Sabres, with their lottery odds, they basically showed that they won it without any needing of a change, because the lottery odds this year basically made it more difficult to win if you're a team not in first place, going in with the best odds. So the Sabres will be drafting first overall. The Kraken will be moved up into second overall. The Ducks will be drafting third overall. And the Hawks did not move up, nor did they move down. They will be drafting at 11th overall in this year's draft. So the lottery really this year didn't have much to do. It really did not affect the standings. It did not affect the teams who were in positions for picks, because they all basically stand put except for the Ducks and Kraken. The Kraken went in with the third best odds, and the Ducks went in with the second best odds, and they just flipped positions. That's it. So I would like to say thank you to you guys coming to this stream, and I had fun doing this again. I will try and do a weekly live stream for you guys, so we have some content going every week on the channel. So see you in my next video. I don't know when, but we'll have a live stream going every week for the off season. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Videos on prospects the Hawks should look at will be coming soon. And thank you for again. And most of all, let's go Hawks!